Well, a very good afternoon and welcome along to live football action. This is match week 2 in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports season 2026 coming to you live from Tuamluala in Aizwal, Mizoram, as is its cornerstone Shampai taking on ZNP Memorial Lungle in this under 17 boys clash. Well, we've had three fantastic games happening in match week 2 today, and this will round off what has been an enthralling day of football here in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. Cornerstone looking to try and overturn what was a tough day at the office, losing 9-0 to Aizwal FC in their opening fixture. As for ZMP Memorial, 2-1 victory against Lushai takes them on 3 points and an opportunity to try and level things up with Aizwal on top of the league after their 1-0 victory against Lushai early this afternoon. It is a 2 p.m. kickoff time, so we're just waiting for the teams to take their place onto the field for this rip-roaring clash here. Cornerstone looking to make amends and get their first points on the board here. As for ZMP Memorial, a victory here will take them level on points with Aizwal Football Club with just a goal difference separating the two teams. Aizwal Football Club have set the tone here. 9-0 in their first game, 1-0 victory late on. It's 10 goals scored, none conceded. They are the standard bearers of the under 17 boys category here in Mizoram. Cornerstone have an opportunity. 3 points would be critical and erase that memory of that heavy defeat they suffered yesterday. As for ZNP Memorial, Coach Lalrin Puaya will be looking to get his same message across to get those 3 points that are really coveted. Well, I'm Suraj, your commentator for this afternoon's clash, and we're expecting a rip-roaring football contest here. 90 minutes of heavy metal football expected as Cornerstone Champai take on ZNP Memorial Football Academy. And we're all but set for the start of kickoff as the two teams make their way into the battlefield, into the arena, with 3 points at stake here. As the national anthem rings around here in Tuamluaila in Aizawl, we are moments away from the start of a critical game for both these two teams here. Cornerstone looking for their first points here. As for ZMP Memorial, on the back of their victory against Lucia in the previous game, looking to make it 6 points out of 6. Well, for ZMP Memorial, got their centre back skipper, number 4, Anthony. And as for Cornerstone, they've got their number 10 as their skipper, Dalriat Kima. We will see those two in action in terms of 1v1 situations a lot as the game progresses. As the two skippers out there with the officials, making sure that all the rules and regulations are being followed, all the I's are dotted, and all the T's are crossed. For Cornerstone Football Club, Gideon in goal. They've got a very strong lineup with Lalnon Puaya, Lalratruela, and the number 7, Malsazwala, very tricky customer, number 16. Of course, Samuel in defense, plenty of options for Cornerstone. And as for ZNP Memorial, coach Lalnon Puaya has kept a very strong lineup, not looking to do too much in terms of changing their team. Apparently, is going to be in goal. Anthony, Albert, Joshua, Francis, Ellis, and Christopher make up a very strong lineup for ZMP Memorial. With all the pre-match talk completed here, 90 minutes of intense football action coming to you live here from Mizoram to wrap up match week 2 in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. Well, 3 out of the 4 games in the books have been some highly competitive. We started off with that 5-game thriller with Holy Mission winning the under-15 clash, Government Konkui and North School playing out a 1-1 draw. Aizwal FC keeping their perfect record with 6 points, 10 goals scored, none conceded, as Cornerstone looking for their first points in ZMP Memorial, looking for back-to-back victories. Referee having a final look, a final check. And we're off and running for the start of kickoff. Cornerstone in their green and black kit, kicking things off from left to right. ZMP Memorial will have the confidence coursing through their veins after that hard-fought victory against Lucia. 2-1 on the night. An opportunity to further put pressure on Aizwal Football Club, who have been absolutely perfect. Might have been a handball there, but referee has no issues with that. Running onto the left-hand side. ZMP Memorial will be looking to dominate the ball. Here's Rentley, the goalkeeper. Off balance. Decent clearance. Battle in midfield. Comes away with the ball. Swept away on the right-hand side. Cornerstone are playing with a slightly higher line here. Taking no chances as he decides to just hit that out to touch for a throw-in. The ZMP Memorial Football Academy showcasing what they're all about in terms of the tough physical style with some silky footwork from the forwards. Early stages will be crucial for both teams in terms of maintaining their defensive solidity as the ball whipped into the box, out for a goal kick. Gideon, the goalkeeper for Cornerstone, had a very, very tough afternoon yesterday. We'll be hoping for a little less action in terms of saves and interceptions to make. It's a chastening experience, really, but games like that is where you grow as a team. It does look poor on paper, but do learn a lot about your team in those tough defeats. Coach Almachwana will be urging his team to cut out the mistakes and be as solid as possible defensively. The early stages will be all about maintaining that clean sheet, keep the defensive structure solid, and try and hit ZNP Memorial on the counter-attack in the early stages. The ball into the channel should be comfortably into the hands of Gideon. ZNP Memorial trying to show their tough nature against Lushai in the 2-1 victory. Showcased you that there is that fighting spirit, that winning mentality in the team that has been drilled in by Coach Lalren Puaya. Won the ball high up the pitch here. Into the central areas. Thought about the shot. Clever feet. Nearly squeezes that pass through. Good defending. Pressure still relentless. Should be able to clear, and they do. Now the centre forwards touch it. Just gets away from him. Pressure being applied. Pressure, and does very well. Centre half keeps the ball under duress. Expecting the centre halves to be playing further up the pitch in terms of squeezing the line up. Great carry here onto the right hand side. This is a very fluid move, this from ZMP Memorial. I've showcased that looking to try and hit that early goal, just settle the team a little bit. Under 17 glass. Ooh, there's a chance there. The goalkeeper quickly off his line. Looking for that quick release. Good kick out there. The chase is on. Well, Anthony, with a bit of hesitation, comes away with the ball. Good work there from the centre half for ZMP Memorial. Good feet in the middle of the park here. Defender quickly understanding the situation. He's very much on his toes and not caught on his heels. Both centre halves will have to be in that attacking position, expected to dominate possession, but Cornerstone very much competing in the early stages. 4 minutes on the clock here. ZMP Memorial on the right-hand side once again. The chase is on. Look at the foot race here. The attacker comes away with the ball. It's a bit of a clumsy challenge. Out for a goal kick. Clattering into the winger. Good enough to get that goal kick in the early stages. Brilliant so far as a save to make here. You can see the centre forward quite a bit isolated here, 1v2. Chances taken there by Albert. Clears that out of touch, and it's a throw in for Cornerstone. Even start here so far. In the early stages at ZMP Memorial are looking to target that right-hand side of the pace. Now it's all about trying to whip up a bit of quality in the box. Should be able to clear, and they do. Strong challenge there. And you know that Cornerstone, the minimum will be to compete in terms of a physical battle. To make sure that physically they're very much up to the task. Athleticism will be tested. These are trying conditions. 2 p.m. kickoff anywhere in India at any point of the world is never too easy with the sun beaming down. Could be particularly draining, and schedule is pretty hectic. Playing games in back-to-back days, never easy. 90 minutes already locked in the legs for most of these players. Long punt forward, recently cleared. Puts the ball down nicely. Lovely turn there, but just shows enough to the defender. Good play there from Anthony. Centre half taking charge of the situation. Very much on the front foot there, the number 4. Yet another goal kick. That lane goal would have been disappointed to concede in the previous game. Would want to keep that clean sheet here today. Good bit of play to just keep that within. Really is about development under real conditions, isn't it? How you can respond after a setback. It's key lessons that you do learn on the pitch. It's been pretty comfortable in terms of the possession. ZMP Memorial, it's all about backing up a good performance with another. Onto the right-hand side. Again, good combination play. Defense should be able to deal with that, but the ball breaks kindly to the winger. Keeps the ball. Ooh, it's another rash challenge there. Referee spotted that, and wave play on. Good feed kept here. Lovely movement of the ball. Goes for a shot from distance. Well cleared. Opportunity on the counter-attack here for Cornerstone. They decide to keep the ball, and they do exactly that. Not struggling to try and get those attempts on target. Make sure that you keep the ball as much as possible. That's a good feed onto the right-hand side. Albert lengthens his stride. Calmly defends that situation. So one for Cornerstone. They've navigated the early stages pretty well here. All into the box, cleared away comfortably. Lovely touch on the chest. Brings that down immaculately there. Now both teams are going to try and match each other in terms of the physical aspect. Competitive nature very much on display here. Either team going to yield an inch here. It's a needless surrender of possession. This is where you really need to tighten up, especially when you have the ball and territory. Throw this from Albert. Bring that down on the chest, comfortably taken, and it's a clearance in panic. Albert once again into the channel. See the pressure being applied there from the forwards, not allowing the Cornerstone defense to have their own way. Turn away from trouble. Might have taken a challenge there. Referee once again in the perfect position. Here's Joshua, lays it off. Good play this from ZMP Memorial. Clever ball in, and the keeper quickly off his line. He takes a knock for his troubles. The run was being made. Brilliant combination. Joshua picks up the ball, feeds that cleverly. Altazwala was waiting to just lift that over the goalkeeper. Gideon does very well. That's where Cornerstone have to continue defending their lines, making sure that ZMP Memorial don't get any comfortable goals. Have to make sure that they're very much switched on here as Gideon suffers a knock on his knee. Have to test it out here because it is his right leg. It's his kicking leg. Might look to delegate the kicking duties to one of his centre backs. He's still on the deck here, Gideon. Will take his time because it's a crucial position. Not an easy substitute to make if your goalkeeper can't continue, but great to see Gideon back on his feet, and we're not off and running here. 10 minutes on the clock, both goalkeepers had very little to do. Good sliding challenge there to win the ball back in midfield, looking to progress. Good feet shown, looking to push the ball forward. Good first touch, strong challenge there, brilliantly done. Every time ZMP Memorial looked a bit threatening, especially down the right-hand side. The attacks have been immediately snuffed out. Teams have taken their time to really simmer to a boil. So Government Kampui and Nuov School early this morning play out that 1-1 draw. It was the second half show in the under 15 boys category. Shows you that even though you might be the better team, that's a clever pass here. Joshua, great strength. Joshua looks to lift that over, and it's just wide. Tremendous play there from the centre forward, doing the right thing, seeing the goalkeeper charging out, just looking to lift that over Gideon. Joshua in the early stages already showcased what he's all about. Very sharp play this. He's done exactly the right thing. He's absorbed the contact, stayed on his feet, and he's just looked to lift that over. Huge warning shot fired at Cornerstone. That chance would have woken them up, definitely. Joshua has got the pace, power, and the finishing abilities all in his locker. Should be a Cornerstone. Have the throw in here and rare opportunity to dominate a bit of territory here now. Header in midfield, should be able to turn, immediately plays the first time pass, well defended. Albert and Anthony rocking the defense in the early stages here. Great battle, but ZMP Memorial come away with the ball. Ellis plays that in midfield. He's been beaten there by a couple of quick, short, crisp passes. Now onto the left-hand side. Looking for the cross. Decent ball in. Cleared away by Albert. In tough tackling in the middle of the park. He absorbs contact and runs through midfield. Push onto the right-hand side. Can he get the touch cross? He does. Brilliant run this. Can he look for Joshua, who's made the run? He's had 3 bites of the cherry there. Surely a foul. Tricky wing play. He was not going to let that go. Ellis with some great feet here. Look at that. Then the challenge was a bit too forceful for the referee's liking. Free kick opportunity for ZMP Memorial. Getting the big boys from the back in. Anthony and Albert. Albert just pulling away towards the far stake in case they are looking to target that area. Anthony stays back. Albert looking to attack this, but once again, it's all about the delivery here. Free kick from well out. He goes for goal, and it's a wild swipe. Out for a goal kick. The Cornerstone have rode their luck a little bit in the early stages, but they have shown that defensively they are capable of being solid. Good win there from Albert. Here's Joshua. The quick one to the ball, breaks on the right-hand side. Chance here for ZMP Memorial. On the left foot, curls it into the top corner. What a goal that is from Ellis. It's a sensational finish. And ZMP Memorial have the deserved lead. 14 minutes on the clock. It's a special goal. Once again, no surprise that it's Joshua who's involved in the build-up. Lovely check onto his left foot, and talk about an expert finish on his left foot. Curls that into the corner. No chance for Gideon. And we have the game's opener. What a goal that is. Sensational finish. They've given the ball away here. Cornerstone at sixes and sevens on the right-hand side. Looks to go for goal again. And one nearly became two in the blink of an eye. There is the goal scorer, showcasing his quality. We saw his ball carrying early on. Cornerstone now, critical from their point of view, that don't get that feeling of deja vu. What happened in the previous game cannot happen again here today. Derrenby Memorial have started this game very well. 15 minutes on the clock, 1-0 to the good. Joshua could have scored, but did end up turning provider for that wonderful Ellis goal. Great challenge there. And break a couple of them. Cornerstone. Step forward. The offside flag should be raised, and it is. See very little from the Cornerstone attackers. Decent bit of play. It's up in the central area. Heavy touch there, goes crunching in, somehow breaks through two challenges and feeds it onto the right hand side. Gideon comes. Gideon claims, oh, he's lost the ball out there. It's a real mess. I think the corner has been given there, but it could have been a whole lot worse. Well, since scoring, ZNP Memorial have had two very good chances to make it 2-0 in quick time. Critical time here for Cornerstone. Takes the corner shot. Lovely ball manipulation down the right-hand side. Great feet. Gets robbed off the ball. Now pumping forward here. Onto the left-hand side. This is a good break here for Cornerstone. If he picks his head up, the run is being made on his left foot. What a brilliant ball! And Rentley quickly claims. That was the cross. The run being made from deep. It's perfectly timed as well. Goalkeeper doing his job here. The very open game in the early stages here. Looks to break through a couple of challenges. Strong play there from the centre half. Left the forward on the deck there. Joshua has been key component in the forward line. He's making sure that his teammate is okay and ready to continue. Been a couple of early knocks, just showcasing the level of competitiveness in this match. Neither team willing to yield an inch. Across match week 1, we witnessed some raw talent on display, moments of flair, bursts of athleticism, flashes of individual brilliance. Match week 2, it's a different demand, isn't it? More than this talent, it demands structure, the awareness, and the mental strength. The team that adapts the quickest, that communicate the better, and manage the moments smarter are the ones who will begin to separate themselves from the rest. Every moment counts. Games coming in thick and fast. No time to dwell on the previous result. Cornerstone's objective will be to try and get that equalizer as quickly as possible. Derrenby Memorial very much on the front foot here. Behind you, good feet. The ball forward he can, and Raram has been dispossessed there for Cornerstone. Lovely turn from the midfielder. Some ball in, but it's calmly dealt with. Oh, it's taken a bit of a chance. There's Anthony. Finds his right back, inviting the press here before they look to play through them. It's an errant pass there from the centre half. Touch, but Anthony should have the time and space to put his foot through it. Instead, he finds a very good pass. Maneuvered this pretty well, but they've lost out. It's a shot from distance. Shot on target. It's a comfortable save for Antley there. Most convincing of kickouts there. It was taking a real chance here on the right hand side. Again, going for goal. They're not shy of shooting here, the Cornerstone players. Every chance they get, they are looking to try and get a shot on target. To the 20th minute, let him be. Memorial very much according to plan from their point of view, scoring that early goal. Ellis finding the top corner in sensational fashion on his left foot. Great ball manipulation after Joshua found him in acres of space. Strong win there. Times his jump perfectly. Hilarious. The ball under duress. Knocked it down nicely. Everybody getting involved in the build-up. This is lovely football. Coach Albert Poyer will be very happy with the way his team have begun this first half here. 20 minutes on the clock as the ball into the box, cleared away. Back into the area and well cushioned. And now Cornerstone can have a counter-attack here if they play it right. There's Larem, who's to his right back. But the passing has to be a lot more crisper, be accurate, especially with the amount of pressure they find themselves under here. 10th goal in 2 games, Cornerstone that they've conceded. Forward to the left-hand side. He's got support. Here's Albert. Cross comes in on his left foot. Keeper backpedaling, and he somehow gets that away. Has that come off the crossbar? We'll wait and see, but the danger still not clear. He rides the challenge. That is very much on the hectic side. Could have very easily conceded a pen, but play continues. He's gone crunching into the challenge in the box. Have to make sure you get something on the ball here. It's Cornerstone on the right-hand side. Here's Lalrem, who's been heavily involved. Oh, what a challenge that is. It's gone right through the player. Talked about the competitors in this match. Competitiveness very much fully on display here. Oof. He went charging in there. I think he got out of the way. He was slightly out of control with the slight challenge. Seen a few stoppages for injuries in this first half. Has been played at a fearsome pace. No let off for either team. This is going to be intense as ZFP Memorial. We feel that they've had the better of the exchanges. Now it's all about trying to capitalize and add to their advantage. Thinking about a blast here from distance. We've talked about how the Cornerstone players are not shy of shooting. A long way out here. The keeper has to make sure that he doesn't spill any sort of ball bouncing in front of him for the follow-up. And halfway through the first half, decides to have a blast. Oh, not bad at all. And on the follow-up, it's just wide. A lot of absolutely nothing. Cornerstone coming very close to the equalizer. Lumpoya came so close. See the replay again. That was a fearsome drive from distance. The keeper off guard. To the right-hand side, yes, LMP Memorial hit with a warning shot. Brilliant run on the right-hand side, right in front of the linesman there, and he spots the foul, the free kick. Might escape the yellow card here. This was the attempt here. What about this for a strike? He catches that perfectly. And just a combination of the crossbar and the goalkeeper parrying that somehow, and on the follow-up could have very easily made it 1-1. Free kick opportunity. The right-hand side. For the angle ball into the box here. Decent delivery. Headed away from danger. Lovely first touch there on the outside of the box, and it's a ball that has taken a deflection and a corner. ZMP Memorial continuing their excellent start to this first half. It's all about trying to add a bit more distance from from their opposition now. Set piece delivery, a left-footed swinger expected here. Ball into the box, keeper punches and on the follow-up, and they do make it 2-0. Well, what a bit of delivery that was, right on top of the keeper's head. Made it so difficult to get something on it. And after he did, it was the easiest task from close range for Latanzwala. And he makes no mistake from close range. The forwards are getting into the act now. And they've made it 2-0 in the first half. Number 77 registers on the goal sheet now. And it's 2-0 to ZNP Memorial. 11th goal that Cornerstone have conceded. It's been hard work for them defensively. And now they find themselves in a situation where things could go from bad to worse if they're not careful here. Lovely turn away from pressure here. ZNP Memorial. I'll be looking to add the third. Oh, nearly a perfect ball. Gideon is there to claim that and a good bit of clearance on it. Oh, Albert on the stretch. Anthony rather on the stretch. Does very well. Still 25 minutes on the clock. 2-0 the scoreline. ZNP Memorial scored 2 in the previous game. Didn't have the clean sheet though. Stan will be looking to go one better. But for those of you watching live, the Reliance Foundation YouTube page, do put in the live chat what you think the final score would be as the game progresses. ZNP Memorial in a very healthy situation here. 2-0 to the good. 25 minutes played. Touch, trying to battle away down the right-hand side. Cornerstone just looking to hack that clear. Finding difficult moments in this match, but imperative that they do not let another goal go in before half-time. Give themselves a chance to try and come back in the second half. They pull a goal back, which they could have very easily done with that set piece. Make things very interesting as the two number 11s clash there. Mizoram has been shining light for Cornerstone going forward. He's tried to do the ball carrying down the right-hand side. He needs some support from his forward players. Kima, the number 10, to try and get on the ball a lot more to try and dictate. Keep the passing short and crisp. Some touch away from the defender. Cleared that nicely. Shown. Strong bit of play down the left-hand side. They keep the ball under duress. They do. And the central system, they're not able to get the ball. Oh, there's a bit of a mistake there from Anthony. Absolutely nothing. Cornerstone getting really a lifeline there. Should be able to clear, and they do. From a defensive point of view, they cannot be losing their concentration. Lovely play there from the goal scorer. Finds Joshua. The 1-2 is very well played. This is magnificent combination play. The offside flag comes to Cornerstone's rescue again. Joshua is playing the perfect centre forwards game here. The way that he has been snapping into the challenges, making sure that he's holding up the ball, linking up the play nicely. Excellent centre forward display here. The switch of play to the left-hand side. Again, the defense. Oh, it's a bit of a collision there. It's not the first time they've seen players hit the deck because of injuries. This one, have to make sure that players are okay before they step onto the field again here. Immediately, both medical sides have been called up here. ZNP player looks okay here, but the Cornerstone player still on the deck, yet to really offer a bit of movement here. He's finally getting a chance to get a breather here. It's been relentless action the opening 30 minutes or so. But for many of these athletes, this competition is their first exposure to a professionally run, high intensity environment. Coaches are observing, selectors are tracking progress and opportunities, both immediate and in the long term, very much on the line. This is why Reliance Foundation Youth Sports continues to play such a vital role in the Indian sporting ecosystem. Has bridged the gap between grassroots participation and high performance pathways. Shows that talent, no matter where it comes from, is given visibility, structure, and the chance to grow. Underway here, good bit of feed. Can he get the shot away? Excellent clearance. The last ditch defending from ZMP Memorial has been excellent. Made sure that Bentley has had very little to do between the sticks. Right hand side, chasing him, harrying him down. Brilliant work there from the winger. Just to keep the ball. Good work from the left back. Beautifully done. Go back, quick turn. Brilliant play. Combination is on here. The switch is. It was an interesting run made there by the right winger Larrem. Operating on that right hand side. He made the central run early. And then try and drive with the ball on the flanks. Anthony clears. It's a lovely pass there from the centre half. Now can build out the back with short, sharp, accurate passing. Now goes for the long punt forward. Joshua is busting a gut to get there forward. Minutes plus added on time remaining in the first half. There will be a bit of time added on for the injuries that have occurred in the first half, and fortunately for the players and for those watching, nobody has had to come off yet. This is where ZMP Memorial will have to showcase their maturity. 2-0 to the good. Tricky scoreline because if Cornerstone do manage to find a goal back, they will have the momentum and that drive to go and get the equalizers. Gideon comes a long way forward and collects comfortably. Forward. Lovely cushion header there from the centre back and allowing the team to build out from the back. Beautiful bit of skill there from the midfielder. Drives away from the challenge, feeds it onto the right hand side now. Opportunity to get the ball into the box. Good defending, last ditch defending. Managed to keep the ball well here. Cornerstone's point of view, they have to almost take this game in stages now. Break the match now into 10 or 15 minute spells. The next 13 or so minutes, the objective will be to prevent a goal and maybe score one to try and half the deficit. But on the right hand side, ZMP Memorial with Joshua's header is over. What a cross that is. He makes the run there, Joshua, right on his head. Brilliant bit of play on the right hand side. This is an inch perfect cross. Perfectly placed for his centre forward. Diving header well over, and we're inches away from the third goal. Joshua could have very easily had a couple of goals in this first half. Centre forward getting into the perfect positions. It's just his finishing has let him down today, but it's exactly what you want from your forward. Get those chances going. It just feels like a matter of time before he finds the back of the net. Pass on to the right hand side. Outside of the boot pass, well defended. Now the cross does come in. Cleared away. Somebody following up in the box, crashing roll, but Cornerstone come away with the ball now. Can they stitch together a few passes to get forward here? Lovely sweeping pass onto the right hand side. Here's Larrem. To go on the outside. Plenty of black shirts there. Looks for the strike. Almost a toe poke there to get some sort of power. Not much backlift. Easy for Rentley. Another clash of bodies here. Really unfortunate. He takes the shot right into the bread basket. Comfortable gather there. Now the referee can pay a bit more attention to the players on the deck here. Good strike. Stuck under his feet. Needed to hit that with the toe of the boot to get power and swerve on it. Big touch, but nearly gets away. On a stone, keeping the ball nicely in midfield. That's exactly what they have to do here. Stay patient. Football is a game of patience. You cannot force things, especially when the quality of opposition is very high. We play there from the goal scorer to the right hand side now. That's the kind of patience you're talking about. Drive forward, keep possession. Let it be Memorial Football Club, Football Academy rather. Putting on a real show. What a turn. This is beautifully done. Lovely carry and shifted it onto the right hand side. 10 minutes plus added on time remaining here in this first half. Onto the right hand side, couple of step overs. Tricky. Can he get the cross into the box? Keeper's there and collects. Gideon has had to do quite a bit in this first half. Runs forward is not going to be ideal here for Cornerstone. They have to make sure that they keep their passing short. As Lalrem, the number 11 for Cornerstone, has shown something about him in terms of trying to drag his team forward. It's a bit of support though. You can't give the ball away there. It's a risky touch, but he's silky. Giving the ball away in midfield. Can Cornerstone take advantage of it? Lovely press evasion there. Central areas now. Going for that expansive pass. Again, as I mentioned before, the patience is lacking a little bit from the Cornerstone midfielders. They're trying to play the killer ball a little too early. I've seen they've gotten very little joy. Understand why they want to turn those moments into quick attacks and try and unsettle the defense, but have to try and go for something a little bit more shorter, a little bit more surer. Be controlled. That's the kind of 1-2 build up that you want to see onto the right hand side. Rem forced. A little bit of skill there. I think the referee now will stop. Yet another injury stoppage here. Game has been played at a real intense, fast paced manner. The referee will be adding this on after the 45 minutes. Important that it be Memorial. As the coach, Aaron Puawa, will be looking at this scoreline. Very easily can be complacent and content with a 2-0 lead at half time. As I mentioned before, yes, 1-0 is the most trickiest scoreline in football, but 2-0, especially in the modern game, this could turn very quickly. And if Cornerstone are able to muster a goal before half time, it will completely change that half time team talk. Good progression back to front. Sweeps that onto the right hand side. He's got the pace. Gideon is in no man's land and he's bailed out by his centre back. You like to see the goalkeeper being decisive, and that's exactly what Gideon has done, but very easily gone against him. Now the corner as NP Memorial have already scored from one. Footed ball was whipped in. Good. Gideon could only parry that. The number 77 was scored from close range. Now another left-footed ball into the box. To keep it short here. They worked it well. And now the strike from distance over the crossbar. Out for goal kick. Nice corner routine there, straight out of the training ground. Yet another stoppage here. That's Anthony, if I'm not mistaken, on the deck there. Good to see the Cornerstone players helping out. Lovely sportsmanship there, exactly what we want to see. Yes, the battle lines are drawn. being played in a fair but competitive manner. A couple of touches here. They've broken the lines with very good passing here. There are two players in the box. If he wants to swing this one in, decide to keep it short here. Not trying to go on the outside. Good trickery. Got the pace. The late run is being made by Lalrem. Good defending once again. Brilliantly done. Just shepherds him out. Don't even get a corner. It's just a goal kick. That's where you want your winger to just swing the ball into the box. Even if it's not accurate, considering they had committed 4 or 5 players in the box for the attack, sometimes the rub of the green might fall your way as the ball could fall to one of the attackers. Mizoram puts the pressure, but there will be Memorial goes for the long ball option. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remain in this first half. Let it be Memorial have been excellent in this first 45 minutes. Ellis scoring the first goal in quite sensational fashion. Ridiculous bit of composure to just curl that with his left foot. Second goal. A bit fortuitous in the manner of which it was felt very kindly to Laltazwala, but the composure shown in the finish on that occasion as well. Exactly what they needed. It's Francis who was eyeing this one up from some distance. He will want to go for goal, but doesn't clear the wall. Those are the situations where you just want a player to just float something a little bit more tantalizing into the box. Players, they have unlimited belief in themselves, and rightfully so. That's where it all starts, from belief in your own talent, your ability, and the quality you can bring to the team. Good ball retention in tight areas here. NP Memorial will be a professional outfit here. They've scored 4 goals so far, just the one conceded. As it stands, level on points. As well, Football Club. As well, of course, have got that goal difference in their favour as the header well over. Again, the goal scorer getting into a decent position there. Altadzwala peeling away all the focus, rightfully so, on Joshua. Just allows the other forward players to pick up some dangerous positions. See Gideon just struggling with his kicking because of the injury that he did suffer, the knock rather, that he suffered on his knee. He's trying to hand over the kicking duties to his centre half. 3 minutes plus stoppage time remain in this first half. 2-0 the scoreline for ZMP Memorial. Exactly where they wanted to find themselves here. 4 goals scored, 1 conceded. They're looking a very solid outfit here. Look at the press here from ZMP Memorial. My word, that is relentless, forcing the turnover. You're 2-0 up, minutes away from half time, and you can still see the forward players putting in maximum effort to close down the spaces. It's exactly what you want to see. Free kick opportunity. 2 minutes plus added on time remaining in this first half. Looking for the ball into the box. Keeper punches very well. Needs to get back onto his feet quickly as the action continues. It's for the shot, very well blocked. And Gideon doing very well. Coach Alden Boyer will be very happy with the way apologies has taken control of the situation. Nicely keeps the feet. Lovely touch there by Alanzwala. Feeds it onto the left-hand side. Here's Albert. Looks for the cross into the box, decides against it. That's the wise thing of just recycling possession here. Keeping Cornerstone moving and guessing here. Final minute of normal time. Just about the perfect first half. ZMP Memorial. Feeds it onto the right-hand side. Could it get better here? Cross comes into the box. Fired in. Cleared away with conviction. Albert picks up the loose ball. Once again, decides to recycle instead of cross. Good bit of separation created. Goes for the shot from distance. Good block. And they're looking for the shots away. They're not content with just the 2 goals. Wonderful defending. Oh, he had to win that, and he did. But Cornerstone have won the ball back, and now the chance here to half the deficit just before halftime. The committed bodies forward. Look at the run made on the left-hand side. Has been ignored. Checks his run. Might look for goal himself. Brilliant challenge. Clean as a whistle. It's an opportunity to release the pass. Tried to do too much by his lonesome. Showed enough of the ball to the defender who pitches it back. So we're into added on time here in the first half. 3 minutes of stoppage time has been signaled by the fourth official. Cornerstone have had decent moments, but they've not been able to materialize that into attacks as Lalanzuala always gets away from the challenge to make it 3-0. Here's Joshua with the strike, and it's just wide. How did he miss that? Joshua could have had a hat-trick in this first half. He could have even played the pass, but as a centre forward, you expect him to take the shot here. Waits the challenge, and it's a brilliant block. How about that? Talk about coming close on multiple occasions. They have scored 2, but make no mistake about it, ZMP Memorial could have had more. Really could have had more. Latazwala on that left-hand side, the number 77, as you can see there, he has just been absolutely electric down that left-hand side. It's not just the goal that he scored, but the way that have kept the team guessing as the corner, floated into the box, gets that away, and Cornerstone turned this into an attack before half-time, halfway through stoppage time. Anthony does well, but that's been pitched away here, and it's 2v2 if they get this right here on the left-hand side. Lalre making the late run into the box, feeds it to the edge of the box, goes for the strike. He's leaning back, and that's always traveling over. Ken Lalrim down the right-hand side has made his run, but he has been ignored every single time, unfortunately, from Cornerstone's point of view. Need to find a way to release the ball a touch quicker. As the old saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work. And on the right-hand side, NP Memorial looking for the third goal, which would pretty much end this tie just before half-time. Joshua's had 3 glaring opportunities. Could have made the scoreline a whole lot worse. Cornerstone are still in this game despite being down 2-0 and being outplayed in the opening 45. Good touch there, very calmly done here. This could be the final attack before half-time. There's Laltanzwala. A couple of step overs, goes on the outside. Thought about the cross. Bit of defending to just get the ball back. Oh, he's given it away. Puts the ball back here. 10 seconds of added on time remaining here. The referee allowing this attack to go on here. Now looking for the cross into the box. It's a low-driven cross. It's cleared away. Ball bounces into the box. Gideon parries. Parries it very well. Very good goalkeeping there from Gideon. Could have very easily parried that into the on-rushing attacker as the referee blows the half-time whistle in what has been truly one-sided first half. May not reflect on the scoreline, but ZMP Memorial have been all over Cornerstone in the opening 45 minutes. Ellis scored a cracking opener, and Laltanzwala added the second from close range. And Joshua, the centre forward, having 3 big opportunities to get on the score sheet. But it's half-time here at Tuamluaila in Iswell. Cornerstone Champagne 0, ZMP Memorial Football Academy 2. Bringing you some of the highlights from the first half. In terms of attacks, it's been all about ZMP Memorial. Cornerstone did have that one chance after conceding early on. This was Joshua showing tremendous centre forward play. Shrugs off the challenge, just looking to lift that over. The chances kept on coming for Joshua. But it has been an ultra competitive game here. Joshua just laying this off to Ellis. Look at this for the composure. Shifts it onto his left foot, finding the top corner in sensational fashion. What a goal that was to open the scoring. Ellis showing exactly why he's in the team, not just as a combative midfielder, but also his ability to get the goals. Gideon was put under a lot of pressure throughout the match. Suffered a few knocks and blows as they went on there. That one coming off the crossbar could have very easily found its way into the back of the net. This was a chance, the lone chance that Cornerstone did have. Struck from distance. Combination of goalkeeper and the crossbar, parrying it in, and soon after that, just felt like the second goal was coming from the corner, right on top of Gideon, parries that straight to Laltazwala, who had the easy task of tapping home from close range. Not an easy skill there, has to take it first time, keep it on target, and that's exactly what they did. From there on, the hunger did not stop. This was a tremendous ball into the box. Joshua in the perfect position, couldn't get his header on target. Cornerstone having a few attempts on target, but nowhere near enough in terms of troubling Rentley in goal. Right towards the end, NMP Memorial having a couple more opportunities to get the ball in the back of the net to make it 3-0 before half time. And this was that last bit of skill. Brilliant from the goal scorer, finding Joshua, sits down the defender, and a combination of defender and goalkeeper preventing the third goal before halftime. Halftime here in Aswell. It's Cornerstone 0, ZMP Memorial Football Academy 2. Bringing the stats from a dominant first half. The stats do show that the teams are very level, but stats can often be misleading. More possession for ZMP Memorial, well over 55%. 4 shots on targets, 3. 8 chances created for ZMP Memorial. They will feel that they should have more goals. That's something that they'll be looking to rectify in the second half. As it stands, ZMP Memorial level on points with Iswell Football Club. It's 2-0 at halftime. We'll be back for the second half very shortly. Stay tuned for more live action as Cornerstone look to claw this one back and ZMP Memorial looking to add more pain to Cornerstone School.
rồi nung em bật đi cái thao ca thả này chú lâu nung lâu thế à lâu nung lâu thế à các cái đồng bớt xong rồi bật spare đi đây về lúc mới start lồng hết rồi xe phát gì đấy hả KFC bread à lúc con này rồi xe đi ha đâu thì cột đen đen thì à
Well, as both sets of players take the field, we're all but set for the start of the second half. ZMP Memorial Football Academy from Lunglei have been spot on in that first 45 minutes, and they'll be looking to replicate the same here to go 6 points out of 6. As the referee has one final look, we're all but set for the start of the second half. Important 45 minutes coming up in the context of the situation here. ZMP Memorial 6 points out of 6 as it stands, but they still have a long way to go. Onto the center occasion. It's important. Oh, they've lost the ball here. It could be a nightmare start to begin the second half. Brilliant chance. It's Joshua. Brilliant block. Still not averted here. On the slide. Chance to make it 3. Right at the start of the second half. It is a nightmare start for Cornerstone. Can you believe it? In the very first attack, ZNP Memorial keep the pressure going. Ellis gets his second. Perfect finish there. Hammers it past Gideon. No chance. Once again, that all comes from Joshua. Fantastic centre forward play. That slide challenge had to go. But instead, he breaks the challenge, and Ellis, now on a hat trick. He scored with his left and now with his right. He's on a perfect hat trick here if he can score from his head. Nightmare start there for Cornerstone. Very first attack, 30 seconds on the clock. The halftime team talk up in flames for Cornerstone.
How about that? This is really unfortunate in terms of the injury here. Again, it is on the side of the thigh area. Could be very, very sore. At 3-0, Coach Lalrin can take a few liberties in terms of making substitution if he feels his players are starting to feel some of the physical effects of it, but neither one of them would want to come off here. It's such a dominant position. 3-0 to the good. Joshua with 2 assists. Centre forward could have had 3 goals in the first half with 3 very good chances, but he has more than made up by turning the chief creator. That makes it 12 goals conceded by Cornerstone School. Could get a lot worse if they're not careful here. That's something that Coach Lal Machwana would have urged his team, but that went straight out the window. The very first attack of the second half. Now on the right hand side, here's Latanzwala, feeds it onto the right hand side. Francis, first time ball into the box, decent one, it's not cleared. Chance on the left foot, could have been 4. He keeps that down and on target. We're looking at the worst possible start for Cornerstone in the second half here. Falls very kindly on his left foot, just leans back slightly. Tries to hit that with power rather than pace as Ellis looks to curl that in. But Ellis is on a hat trick, make no mistake about it. He will look to try and find that goal with so much of the second half still to be played. The ZMP Memorial doing their goal difference a world of good here. 5 goals scored, just the one conceded so far. Decent first touch. There's Latanzwala on the right hand side. Chops in. Ellis is there for company. Instead, finds Francis on the right hand side. Decent ball in, cleared away. Relentless pressure being applied by ZMP Memorial here. Tackle breaks kindly. Cornerstone need to recalibrate and regather here. It's been the nightmare start to the second half. They need to find a goal, but heavy touch. Should be able to clear that away. Ball breaks slightly kindly there. And they need to release the ball a whole lot quicker. Onto the left hand side, looks for the cross into the box. Decent ball in, gets his header on it. Off target and out for a goal kick. Rentley in goal has had very little to do. He'll be urging his team that that clean sheet must be completed now that they've got that 3 goal cushion. Lovely football here. The run being made by Ellis. You can see he's busting a gut to get there. He does get it. And now the 1-2 combination. Ellis onto the right hand side. Laltanzwala has got options on his left foot. Goes for goal. Straight at Gideon. Well, what has been said in this halftime break. So ZMP Football Academy to come out in some fashion. They've been relentless here. 3-0 to the good. 5 minutes into the second half, and it's been all ZMP Memorial. Cornerstone barely getting a kick here. It's the tough lessons that we learn on the football pitch. You do grow stronger as a team when you do go through such adversity. Head on to the central area. The 1-2 has been played nicely. Ball into the box. Chance there, but the offside flag has been raised. But they can take a lot of encouragement from that attack, committing more bodies forward. Five minutes into the second half, and NP Football Academy have been absolutely brilliant. Feet shown there. That quick combination play. Ball breaks down in midfield. We can't play this on the right hand side. Beautiful football. Here's Francis. Feeds that onto the right hand side. Altanzwala has options. Once again, Francis thought about the cross. Altanzwala said plays it at the edge of the box. Thought about the shot again. What a strike to make it 4! From distance, that is outrageous. Well, some of the quality of the goals have been off the chains here. This is sensational. Talk about finding the corner with precision. Beautifully found. It's a brilliant goal. Make that 4 for ZNP Memorial. A top finish. Alriatenga with the fourth and possibly rising on top of a very good cake. Complete performance. ZNP Memorial hungry for goals. They could have scored more in the first half, and that's something that Coach Arden Pueo would have urged his team this time be a lot more clinical. There have been 2 goals from distance, though, both full of quality. Ellis has a brace. As well as got one. Of course, Alriatenga heading the fourth here, and it's pain again for Cornerstone School. 9 goals conceded against as well Football Club. 4 now with only 40 minutes of football still to be played. This could go from bad to worse very quickly. 7 minutes into the second half, 2 goals. Really not the stuffing as a decent ball in to make it 5. It is Ellis who's got the hat trick. From distance, it's an outrageous goal. 5 for ZMP Memorial, 3 for Ellis. He's got a hat trick early into the second half. The free kick curled into the corner. Gideon gets a hand on it, but it's not enough to keep that out. 5-0 for ZMP Memorial. What a second half performance this has been. 3 goals in less than 10 minutes into the second half. The ZNP Memorial Football Academy clearly smelling blood and going for the kill here. 5-0 the scoreline. In a matter of 10 minutes, the game is all but completed. On the outside here, Cornerstone, can they get their first goal? This under-17 clashes here. Couldn't find one against Icewell Football Club. Can they get one? The mere consolation by the looks of it, as it's been all ZNP Memorial as they look hungry for more here. Daltanzwala on the right-hand side. He keeps his feet and looking very comfortable here, and rightfully so. They have been irresistible going forward. Here's Francis. Keeps it nicely. Beautiful feet there from Ellis. Well, he'll be full of confidence. Is a bit of an understatement, isn't it? Coursing through his veins. Lovely turn of direction there from Laltanzwala. Brilliant play there. Digs out across somehow. It's cleared off the front post. Loses his balance. Takes a deflection out for a goal kick. 2-0 in 45 minutes. 5-0. 55 minutes on the clock. That's how quickly things can change in this dynamic sport. If you're not careful, you will be punished. Teams are coming in with that ruthless streak. Here's Ellis again. Once again opened up here now. With 5 goals scored, Joshua hasn't scored one here, so he'll be thirsting to get his name on the score sheet, as every centre forward would love to do that. Last thing you want in a everybody score session is your centre forward to not score, considering the chances that he's gotten. Still will want to play football the right way here. Exactly how their coach drilled that structure in here. There's the goal scorer, rides a couple of challenges, finds Ellis on the right-hand side. Cut back, chance to make it 6 now. It's Ellis again towards the corner. Oh my word, how has he missed that header? He has to score. What a pick out that was. Perfectly onto the head of the number 9. Who has to score? Ellis could have gotten an assist. It's a sitter. It's an absolute sitter. The number 9 who's come on in place of Joshua. Really getting his name on the score sheet. Great feed, good change of direction. And goes for the strike. Cornerstone now facing a tough 40 minutes. You can see from their body language. It's difficult. It is very difficult to pick yourself up after being absolutely blitzed in the second half. Change of direction. Now looking to sweep the ball onto the right hand side. Here's Francis. Francis and Ellis and Laltazwala on that right hand side, creating all sorts of problems. Just cleared that away. Great feed, but you can see there's ZB Memorial still looking to put themselves about here. Lovely pass, swept up on the left hand side. Cornerstone looking for a goal. On the outside, it's a heavy first touch, shows way too much of the ball there to the centre half. Lovely turn away there from the midfielder. And now looking very menacing here, ZB Memorial. Onto the right hand side. Here's Latazwala on the right. Surveying his options, keeps it short. Here's Ellis, who's got that hat trick. Gets the 1-2. Ellis again looks to curl that in. It's straight at the goalkeeper. He had a lot of time to pick his spot. Decided to go for power rather than placement. Corner here for Cornerstone. Very little to celebrate as Nalrat Kiema, skipper, looks to pull a goal back here. Ball into the box. Easily headed away. Oh, the outrageous! And for the acrobatics. Off target, but slight bit of encouragement now. To the right hand side. Bring the ball back as they have. Gonzala now on the right hand side. He has been an absolute menace, a nightmare to defend against. His hard running style, his trickery makes it almost impossible to defend. Just keeps you constantly guessing. If you're a fullback, you're playing against a tricky winger like this, you know you're going to have a long afternoon. Fed onto the left hand side. Short, crisp passing, neatly done. Can he get the shot away on the left foot? Good defending. It's been just relentless here, but they've lost out. Cornerstone looking for a counter attack here. It's 2v2 if they get this right. Look at the number of red shirts back, hurrying back. They're 5-0 up with 30 minutes to play and still battling. What a ball that is! It's a little too much there to try and find the head, but that is a sensational cross. Great pick out there. Sees the lone run. Here's Ellis, hat-trick hero. 3 out of the 5 goals for him. Looks to get it back. Still looking to feed Ellis here. Midfield has been an absolute nightmare to try and pick out. And the passing has to be better. Anthony will comfortably gather. Bentley. Had very little to do between the sticks. Comfortable game for the goalkeeper here. As ball swept up onto the right hand side. And the runners are on here. It almost feels like ZMP Memorial can score every attack that they're going with here. It's all about the conviction though. Fed onto the right hand side. Laltazwala gets the ball into the box. Just looks to clip that into a dangerous area.
So substitute.
A couple of substitutions being readied. Cornerstone Football Club. The fresh legs, a bit of hard running, much needed for the boys in green. 2-0 at half time, but the script completely flipped in the last 10 minutes. The opening 10 minutes of the second half, rather. But they could not handle the intensity of NP Memorial. Onto the right hand side. Here's Francis. Shields the ball very well. Beautifully done there from Francis and plays the reverse. Try to get composure there on that left right hand side. Does the right thing of keeping possession. Zwala immediately swarmed by two players. Good defending and much needed good defending here. Have to make sure that they prevent more goals here. Great feed there from Ellis. Keeps it short. There's the number 9 now. Ooh, it's a heavy challenge, but he rides that nicely onto the left-hand side. Looking for more here. Drops the shoulder. Brilliant football. Oh, magnificent. Oh, my word. That is sensational. All his own work. It is magnificent. He has no right to find the corner. All his own works. Drops the shoulder. A bit of that just opens the body up. Finds the corner. When you talk about the pick of the bunch, it's getting harder and harder to choose. That was special. Anwar Wama scoring the 6th in the latest barrage of goals. It's 6-0 for RFYS Memorial Football Academy. Cornerstone have conceded 15 goals in the last 2 games. This is a nightmare scenario for them defensively. Yet to score a goal, and what ZMP Memorial have done here is boosted their goal difference to an undeniable position here. As they go for goal again, Gideon with a good save. Painful 25 minutes coming up for Cornerstone as they're still looking for a goal that has been elusive. Ball breaks kindly on the left-hand side. Very well defended. Francis helps out defensively. As I mentioned before, look at the work that ZMP Memorial Football Academy are doing off the ball here. Yes, 6-0 to the good. You would not blame them to take their eyes off the prize and maybe not sprint back with their full clip, but they are doing so, and that just shows you what a serious outfit they are. 25 minutes plus added on time remain. Ball comes in, it's easily gathered, and it's a quick release as well. Now ZMP on the counter-attack. Space has opened up here. Good bit of play. Clever reverse pass. He's one-on-one, and Gideon makes a tremendous save. Could have been 7. Again, they're so patient but so decisive. They make their forward moves here. Referee spotting the foul, but looks like he's kept his card in his pocket. Bit of a cynical foul. On the left-hand side, here's a chance for Ellis. I think the referee has blown his whistle here. Let me have a look. Yep. Looks like all the defenders just stopped. The first touch. Cornerstone have had very little to celebrate. It's been a chastening afternoon for them. Back-to-back games where things have gone completely pear-shaped. What a pass this is. Ellis. Oh, it's brilliant from Gideon. He commits himself, might have done himself some damage in the process. He might have hurt that knee again. Saw his right knee suffer a bit of problems in the first half. This time it could be his left. He was in no mood to concede yet another goal. NL is busting a gut to get there, and it's a risky approach. It turned out to be a decent one in the end. Good to see Gideon back on his feet here. Back underway with the play going on here. 6-0. It's a battle there in midfield. The challengers are still flying in here. Bit of afters, but the referee quickly diffuses the situation. Heading into the final 20 minutes, it's all about the appetite now. The ZMP Memorial. So they want to go out there and add more pain, add more goals. We saw as well Football Club put 9 past Cornerstone. This is ZMP looking to have those similar intentions as rightfully so. Coach Lauren Poyer looking to freshen the bunch. Number 5, Machua comes on, and number 77, Altazwala comes off, and that would be a welcome sight for Cornerstone to see the number 77 off the pitch because he has tormented them throughout the match down that right hand side. Just that direct wing plays a nightmare for every defender, really. Great drop with the shoulder to just cut that across. Great feet shown. See that. Then Memorial very much are hungry for more here. They want that 7th. Looks to play the quick 1-2. Great feet shown. All surrendered, and Cornerstone having an opportunity with the counter attack, deciding to go long, and that seldom works. Anthony needing a second bite of the cherry to clear. Strong challenge there, brilliant from the substitute. His first action is going in there, 100% commitment, and he gets the foul. Brilliant. Substitute having no time to acclimatize, quickly in the thick of things here. 20 minutes per stoppage time remain here in Iswell. Quality games. Alice loses his balance but regains it quickly. Going to get it back. The hat-trick hero switches it onto the right-hand side. Francis waits for a bit of support. Here's the goal scorer on his left foot. Lovely pass. Shot from distance. A brilliant block. Kept the pressure going, and it's been relentless attack after attack. ZMP Memorial. They could have had 5 goals in the first half. ZMP made sure that they're very much on the clinical side in the second. There were some terrific goals, though. With conceding 30 seconds into the second half, it really knocked the stuffing out of Cornerstone. On the halftime team talk of staying in the game, trying to pinch a goal as late as possible, and then put the pressure right out the window after 30 seconds in the second half. From there, only one winner, and they have been utterly dominant. onto the right hand side. Defended now in the central pockets, trying to stitch together a few attacks. Well, you wouldn't really hold it against ZNP Memorial. If just held the ball and knocked it around for the next 20 minutes. Coach will be urging there for more goals, as goal difference would play a huge part here, knowing that Isabel put 9 past same opponents. We're looking to try and tie that at least. Lovely feet as Cornerstone looking to press forward. Will defend it, but look at the battling there from ZNP Memorial midfielders. They are not letting this one go. And the temper's just starting to flare a little bit. Understand from Cornerstone's point of view, it's been a frustrating afternoon for them. I'm not happy with him being hauled back there. Call that a professional foul, don't we? Not allowing your opponent to run past you, even though he has beaten you convincingly. Take a foul and a yellow card for the team as free kicks into the box. Keeper comfortably gathers. Italy will be looking for that clean sheet, and that will be the main remit from the coach's point of view. Maybe add another goal or two if you want to, but you must keep the clean sheet here as he's bearing down on goal again. Brilliant bit of clearances. Goalkeeper does very well. Quickly off his line, playing sweeper keeper. Right hand side. The defensive solidity, concentration levels have been spot on. So 5 goals between Roman Rasiving and Holy Mission early this morning. Thereon, there were a couple of tight games with Government Konpui and New York School playing out a 1-1 draw in the under 15 categories. Under 17 games, we saw as well win by the late show in the 85th minute, a 1-0 victory against Lushai. ZNP Memorial putting on a 6-star performance as it stands. Goals galore. Exactly what we want to see. All punted forward. On the right hand side, they've been battling relentlessly and they come away with the ball. Memorial keeping their principles attack. What a pass that is to split it open to make it 7. Unselfish, magnificent goal. That is sensational play. Talk about being unselfish. He could have gone for goal himself, but he squares it off to Ellis, who's got his 4th goal. Brilliant pass. Talk about being unselfish. Ellis makes the run. Left-footed finish. It is 7 goals to ZMP Memorial, 4 for Ellis, but I think the offside flag was raised. It really would take some of the pain. Ellis just showcasing how hungry he is for goals. Still busting a gut, making his way into the box. 75 minutes played. Oh, temper's boiling again. This has been simmering to a point here. Now the referee really needs to take control of the situation now. This might just boil over. And understand from Cornerstone's point of view, they will be frustrated, but they have to keep a level head here. A couple of players going charging in. When you see 20 or 22 players in close quarters there, you just know that things have just gone a little too extra there, but quickly rectified by the referee. Might hand out a few cards here. Who's got a red card in his hand? It's not a good sign whatsoever. Might just quickly change his mind to a yellow card. He's having a discussion here with the lineswoman. Should have had a close watch as to what he's seeing here. There's two cards in the hands of the referee. Might give a yellow card here to Anthony. Is there a red card coming? They're all yellow so far. From the game's point of view, it is helpful that no red cards being brandished here, especially the game gone here. The referee doing the right thing here. Oh, the red card's been given. It's a double red. Oh my word. The referee taking decisive action. The number 9 who came on for ZNP has been sent off. Oh, the double red card is a huge blow. Not just for the rest of the game, but for the next game too. That is a bit unnecessary, especially from ZMP Memorial's point of view. They have no business getting into the fight here, especially being 6-0 up. But tempers have flared. A double red card has been handed, and now it's 10v10 for the final knockings of this game. You saw the red card in the referee's hand, and you knew immediately trouble. He took his time, consulted with the lineswoman, and he brandished two red cards for that action. A chance here to make it 7. Oof, he goes clattering in there. You have to make sure that the tempers do not boil over here. Again, it's a challenge that you expecting the goalkeeper to make, trying to protect his goal, but might be a bit of excessive force if the referee wants to look at it in that direction. It's been less about the football and more about the challenges and the fights in the last couple of minutes. Critical that the referee keeps a lid on things here. Has set the benchmark by sending off a player on both sides. Into the 80th minute. It's all but wrapped up here. It was wrapped up very quickly in the second half, wasn't it? That 10-minute blitz after the halftime whistle. ZMP Memorial were absolutely ruthless, scoring 3 goals in 10 minutes. This meant that the contest was all but wrapped up early on. Since then, it has been just about a procession here. ZMP Memorial going to start trying to attack and get another one here. Just before the full-time whistle, goalkeeper shows great composure. Heavily turned with a drop of the shoulder. Cornerstone looking for that consolation goal. Sweeps that onto the left-hand side. There's Lalrat Kima. Clever pass on the reverse on the left foot. Oh, it's across the face of goal. Chance still alive here. Brilliant defending. That's the passing lane, but that was much better there from Cornerstone. Almost wondering where it was for the last 35 minutes or so. Great carry here. Wonderful reverse pass. Oh, it's just sensational football. My word. It is absolutely special. The goals keep getting better and better and better. This is a thing of beauty. No surprise that Ellis, once again, part of the action. A crisp right-footed drive past the goalkeeper. And they have made it 7. As soon as he scores, his number has come up. And he will be substituted here. The number 11, Manlal Puaya, scoring the 7th. Utterly ruthless, the boys in red and black. Cornerstone have conceded their 16th goal in the last 2 games. They're averaging 8 goals conceded and none scored. Worst possible start for them. It's a difficult start in terms of the fixtures as well, getting Haswell Football Club and ZMP Memorial in back-to-back games, both of whom have shown a ruthless side to them. Down the left hand side, clever reverse was on. Beautifully done. Clever pass onto the right hand side. We'll get there first. Couple of bodies committed in the box. Will he get the shot away? Has to keep that shot. Good feet shown. Waiting for a bit more support. Forced to go backwards. Brilliant work again. Look at the work off the ball from ZMP Memorial. A lot of the plaudits will go to the goal scorers, and rightfully so. But it's the work off the ball that has been the most impressive. 8 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. I can't imagine the referee adding too much in terms of stoppages, despite all the injuries and that double red card incident. It was 2-0 at half time. Joshua had three glaring opportunities as a centre forward in the first half. None of them were converted. But in the second half, a 5-star performance, making it a 7-star performance in total. Perfect afternoon for ZMP Memorial. 6 out of 6 points, 9 goals scored, just the one conceded. They're trying to keep pace as well FC, and they're doing exactly that. As well do have a better goal difference. Got 10 goals scored and none conceded. Another injury stoppage here. That clash between as well Football Club and ZMP Memorial day after tomorrow will be an absolute firecracker of a contest. Stay tuned, live on the Reliance Foundation YouTube channel. Thank you all for your continued support, and for those who've tuned in for the games today, we've had 4 high quality games, for different types of games too, but all have been thoroughly enjoyable for one reason or the other. Once again, Iswell showing why they're one of the hot spots of football in this country. Some top players keep emerging from the northeast. Mizoram making sure that their representation is very much adequate. 6 minutes plus stoppage time remain. This is the contest. Long done. Clever pass, trying to go on the outside. Defensively, it's been a nightmarish game for the Cornerstone defenders, but they will know that it's not just about the defense. It is as a collective where they've been completely outplayed in the second half. But as I mentioned before, might look bad on the day, but these are learning experiences that you can take forward. You do learn a lot more in defeat than you do in victory. One comes into the box, should be easily cleared, and it is. Yes, it is. We'll take an optimist to try and find positives after losing 2 games back to back in heavy fashion, but that's the job of the coach here, is to pick these boys up, give them a bit of encouragement. The left hand side looks to put the ball in. Good bit of feet here. Can he get a shot away? Referee in the perfect position. Judges that is a clean challenge. Just under 5 minutes of normal time remaining here. 7-0 the scoreline. Here's the substitute down the right hand side. Looking to combine, well defended. Feet shown, trying to go on the outside. Cornerstone, to their credit, have still battled throughout. Some of the goals that they've conceded have been a result of high quality play. The ZMP Memorial boys who have just found that ruthless streak in the second half and have been unrelenting. Another ball flashed across the face of goal. Not for a goal kick. Job nearly done here for ZMP Memorial. The class game. 6 points for them. Getting the job done against Lucia in a tight and tense encounter. 2-1 on the afternoon. This one being a whole lot more comfortable. Decent feed, goes for the strike from distance. You can see they're still hungry for goals, aren't they? Could have very easily just knocked the ball around and frustrated the opposition, but they want to score more goals, make no mistake about it.
Still an opportunity to possibly get another couple. They really want to rub salt into the wounds. Decent balls opened up nicely here. Cleared away, but once again, Anthony quickly on the scene. Quick feed there into the box. Oh, he's thrown himself in harm's way. Asking the question whether or not it might have struck his arm, but play continues. 2.5 minutes plus added on time remaining. What has been a seven-star performance. ZNP Memorial at the foot of the accelerator, and they have not relented. Thoroughly dominating performance. Still looking for the combinations. The edge of the box. Stone. And they get a consolation goal here. Something to reward their efforts. Well, it is a cruel game at times. Don't get what you deserve or what you work for. It's all about what happens on the pitch. Scoreline can often be flattering. Scoreline can often be cruel. This one just feels about right because of the way that Therapy Memorial have just completely dominated proceedings here. And to the final minute of normal time, we will see how much the referee, the fourth official rather, is going to be adding on top of this one. As Therapy Memorial looking for more here. Great feat here. Can he complete the job? Wonderful goalkeeping there. But he knew a bit of skill was going to be implanted there. Oh, he's given the pen. Oh, my word. The goalkeeper's having a word at the referee here. That's the last thing they should be doing here. They're already down to 10. Let's have a look. Oh, it is a pen, you know. I think the referee has got it absolutely spot on. And it is going to go from bad to worse. From the spot to make it 8 is ZMP Memorial having the opportunity. But Ellis has scored a hat-trick already. The substitute, Anwar Nava, is coming on. Ooh, 5 minutes of added on time. They really are adding on the pressure as he slots it into the bottom corner. 8-0 for ZMP Memorial. The substitute comes off the bench and finds the bottom corner. Anwar Nava doing exactly that from the spot, finding the bottom corner to make it 8-0. That makes it 10 goals for ZMP Memorial in the 2 games that they've played, equaling as well Football Club in that manner as well. Yet to concede a goal, and it's just the 1 goal that separates 2 teams in terms of goal difference. 6 points for both these teams. They will take on each other in that titanic clash day after tomorrow. 5 minutes of added on time really is cruel from Cornerstone's point of view. And the result is very much decided here. ZMP Memorial have the appetite to go again here. On the left-hand side, here's the goal scorer from the spot, picks up the through pass. Great strength shown by the centre back, and he clears that away. down the right hand side. Still being very intricate. All breaks here for Ellis. Hat-trick hero will take home the match ball by the looks of it. Lovely pass to make this 9. Oh, it's hit the post. That could have very easily been 9-0 there. The post comes to Cornerstone's rescue, but the action still continues. Francis puts the ball into a perfect area, and they do have the 9th. This is ruthless stuff. Once again, it's the substitute. This time, it's Lalrogliana who scores. Francis, with a brilliant bit of skill there on the outside, puts it on a plate. And the substitutes are filling up as well. It's 9 for ZNP Memorial. It's the same scoreline that Cornerstone lost to Icewell Football Club in their match yesterday. And now ZNP Memorial have scored 11 and let in just the 1. Now equal in terms of goal difference. Icewell Football Club. They're going for more here, make no mistake about it. This is ruthless stuff. On the outside, not crunching into the challenge. Should be able to clear that away. It's been a master class here from ZNP Memorial, especially in the second half. The ruthless streak very much on display. About 90 seconds of added on time remain here. ZNP looking for more here. My word. Streaming forward. Challenge. Francis was waiting for the ball to drop the edge of the box to provide a nearly turned goal scorer. Here's Anthony. That will please the coach the most. Yeah, the clean sheet. Despite filling up with the goals, not allowing a single opportunity. Bentley in goal. What a very comfortable afternoon. The final minute of stoppage time here. Remember, both teams did pick up a red card too. This game is 10v10. Since then, ZNP Memorial decided to be an extra bit ruthless. A couple of goals in stoppage time to make it 9. Harsh lesson for Cornerstone. Again, that consolation goal seems that will not arrive. Should be the last bit of play here. The referee's credit, he has played to the letter of the law in terms of adding on the time there were injuries, stoppages, the red cards. You can understand why 5 minutes have been added on despite the scoreline. Offside flag has been raised. And the referee blows the full-time whistle here at Tuamluaila as it's 9-0 for ZNP Memorial. An absolute dominant performance from Coach Laurent Poiva's men. They have been utterly dominant. 2-0 at halftime, and they really did pile on the pressure in the second half. It's a hard one to take for Cornerstone. Commiserations to them. They put in a lot of effort. Ultimately, the second half went well away from their hands. It's full time here at Tuamluaila with the conclusion of match week 2. It's Cornerstone Champai 0, ZNP Memorial Football Academy 9. Great to see that respect shown at the end of the match, with both teams ended the game with 10 men. Ellis scoring a hat-trick for ZNP Memorial Football Academy. Everybody joining in, a couple of substitutes adding the goals too. Mentally keeping the clean sheet. It's the perfect evening for ZNP Memorial Football Academy, scoring 11 goals in the 2 games and allowing just the 1. In the second half, it started in the worst possible fashion. 30 seconds in, Ellis smashing that past the goalkeeper, and from there on, it was merely a procession here. They kept piling it on. Ellis, with his shooting boots very much on, finding the goals. The right and left side were completely tormented. Francis putting the ball on a plate there on that occasion. And it's the rare moment that ZNP were not clinical in front of goal, but since then, they made sure that every attack was counted. This was a brilliant strike as well, right into the corner. Tremendous finish, and Ellis completing his hat trick in sensational fashion. Long range free kick on that left foot, up and over with the swerve. Goalkeeper might have done better, but it was a cracking finish from Ellis. Thoroughly deserved his hat trick. The pain was not over there for Cornerstone, unfortunately. The goals were still to be played at right hand side. It really did make it tough afternoon for Cornerstone. That acrobatics, there are a few near moments. Cornerstone, that one was the closest in terms of nearly picking out the perfect pass. Since then, it was just tough. This one, I think, was the pick of the bunch. A solo goal of the highest quality to add the sixth. Look at that. Opens it up nicely, places it to perfection. A special goal. The danger was still not done there. ZMP Memorial were looking for more. After a couple of red cards were brandished, they did manage to add a couple more goals right towards the end to make sure that they did put the exclamation point on the result. Huge credit to the defenders as well. Was a disallowed goal for offside as Ellis did score. Thought he might have had his fourth. That was the double red card situation where the tempers did flare. And right towards the end, just made things slightly worse for Cornerstone. Just knew that it's just a matter of time. They took full advantage of the stoppage time. This was a cracking finish. Once again, the subs getting involved, filling up the stat sheet. Fortunately for Cornerstone, the consolation goal wasn't to come. Right towards the end, getting this opportunity from the spot, which was converted with precision right into the corner. ZMP Memorial putting the exclamation point and could have very easily had the 10th, couldn't they? Coming that off the post, Francis doing the rest, putting this on a plate for the grand finale goal. Substitutes on the score sheet, and the clean sheet for ZMP Memorial means it was a perfect afternoon for them. There you have it. We'll bring you the stats, all in favor of ZMP Memorial Football Academy Langle. Over 60% of the ball, 14 shots on target, 19 chances created with the 9 goals scored. As for Cornerstone, it's yet another chastening defeat, but it's another day where they can take a lot of learnings going forward. There you have it. Match week 2 in the books, all 4 games, showing high quality football across the under 15 and the under 17 divisions. It's full time here at Tuamloela. It's Cornerstone Champagne 0, ZMP Memorial Football Academy 9. So there we have it. Wrapping up match week 2. This is me, Suraj, who's been your commentator for this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you guys very soon for match week 3. Stay safe and stay tuned.